Hi, in this video I'm going to quickly demonstrate a leaking oil pressure switch. This oil pressure switch does work, but it is leaking. I'll demonstrate how to test if your oil pressure switch is leaking. You may have noticed some oil buildup around the oil pressure switch. You may be wondering if the oil was from another source or if it was coming out of the oil pressure switch. I removed my oil pressure switch and then I did a quick test. In order to do this test, it's best if you've got an air compressor. If you don't have an air compressor, you can also use a blower. I will first show you the test with the air compressor. All I do is I put a little bit of water here and I fill up the back of the oil pressure switch. Now I take the compressed air and I blow just by the hole there. Please note that when I do blow into the hole here, I do not force it on like that. The pressure will be too high. Remember, this opens at a fairly low pressure below 1 bar. So be careful not to have your compressor too high. You do not want to damage the diaphragm inside here. And you can see the water level by the terminal bouncing up and down, showing me that it is leaking. It should not do that. If you do not have an air compressor, you can just use your blower. I'm just putting this inside here. I'm going to hold it with my hand like that. And you could see those air bubbles blasting through the water, showing me that this is faulty. Now on some oil pressure switches, it doesn't leak there, but it actually leaks on the seam over here. So in order to test that, what I do is I immerse the oil pressure switch in a glass. Right, there you can see the leak in the oil pressure switch. In this case, it is only leaking over there, which is understandable because this is a single construction, because the nut and the thread is a single construction. On some oil pressure switches, you'll find that it's not like that and it leaks outside over there. I've just demonstrated how to test that. These tests were conducted at about 1 bar.